Hey everybody, Cliff Barron from Remax here with my update for Milton, Georgetown. I'm kind of going to change it up a little bit. I'm not going to do the same stats that I do at the end of the video because I find, people listen to my blurb here about different stories and stuff, and then they kind of tune out of it. So I think so. Anyway, so I'm going to give you an update on, how the market's doing, that sort of stuff. But anyways, before I get there, I'm going to talk about landlords. I have quite a few clients who are investors. They bought properties through me 5, 10, even 15 years ago, and some of them have tripled, quadrupled even in price. And I've had a few call me up and say, I'm thinking of selling, what's the process, what do I do? And there's rules you have to follow if you're a landlord thinking of selling your property. First of all, if there's tenants in there, you can't basically kick them out and sell the property. You just can't do that. You can technically give them notice to leave, but if that happens, you have to personally live in the house. It has to be you or immediate family. It can't be your brother, your sister, your cousin. It has to be you, your grandparents, or your kids that live in the house for 1 year, and then after that 1 year, you're allowed to sell the property. And then there's another thing too. If there are tenants in the property, you can't. You first of all have a discussion with them about selling, and hopefully everybody's on board. And then when it comes to showings, you have to show the property with 24 hours notice. You can't just let people come in. That's one thing. And then secondly, as a landlord, you're not allowed to go in and take pictures and then post the pictures on the internet, because that's an infraction of their rights, their human rights. That's their personal stuff. So basically you can take exterior pictures only. That's it. So 24 hours notice for showings, lockbox on the door as usual if the tenants are okay with that. And then exterior pictures only, and it can be done. And then one thing to consider too is if there are tenants in the property, I didn't mention this, but this is important. If there are tenants in the property, the buyer has to assume the tenants and then go through the eviction process if they don't want to leave. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So what usually happens is you sell the property. You have a 2-3 month closing before it actually closes. The gap between when the paperwork is agreed upon and then it actually closes, 2 to 3 months. And as soon as you've signed the agreement of purchase and sale, that's when you start the eviction process to get the tenants out, if they're not amicable leaving. So that's another thing. So anyways, if you have any questions about this, let me know, because I have some great resources for landlord tenant. I've got a great paralegal I work with, and she can help you out with any questions you got. I'm going to follow up next week with another kind of tidbit about this, about as far as cash for keys. That's something that's coming out. It seems to be pretty popular right now. So anyways, when it comes to real estate in Milton and Georgetown, it's still active, still busy. It's not a typical July. It wasn't a typical July. Typical Julys usually are slow, but this year it's not crazy busy like it was back in March and April. I'm finding showings are less. It's easier for me to get in and make an appointment now. There used to be 60, 70, 80 showings on a property. Now there's 20, 25, which is still a huge number. Like going back, if I had a listing 5 years ago with 20 to 25 showings in the first 5 days, I'd be over the moon. But now it's like everybody's kind of like, where's all the people? It's like, that's a lot of people. So anyways, and then when it comes to offers, seeing typically, if it's priced low, you'll still get the over asking thing going on, but it's basically priced lower and it's selling kind of at market value. I'm finding right now there's offers on properties are maybe 2, 3. The most I've been involved in lately is 7 offers on a property in Georgetown. But most of the time it's 2 or 3, occasionally 4. So the days of 20, 27 offers at 30 offers like I was in before, which is just a heartbreaking situation. They're gone, and hopefully they're gone for good. anyways, Cliff Barron from Remax here. And if any questions, let me know, and hopefully any of the information I gave you helps you out. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a text or let me know. Thanks. Take care.